Hello everyone and welcome to lesson 5 of the beginner grammar course. I'm Ali and today we are going to talk about the past simple tense. This is one of the most important tenses because it helps us talk about things that already happened. By the end of this lesson, you'll know how to form sentences in the past simple and use them to tell short stories. Let's get started. Today, we are going to start our lesson with a simple question as always. What is the past simple? The past simple is used to describe actions or events that are completed in the past. For example, I watched a movie yesterday. She visited her grandmother last week. The key is that these actions are finished and not happening now. But how to form the past simple? There are two main types of verbs in the past simple. As you can see, regular and irregular verbs. Okay, first, regular verbs. Most regular verbs end in ed in the past tense. For example, play would be played. Visit would be visited. For pronunciation, I can say that the ed ending can sound like the, like in played, or t, like in worked, or ed, like in visited or started. It depends completely on the word, and you have to learn and practice over time to understand which sound you have to use. Okay, next up, irregular verbs. Irregular verbs don't follow the ed rule. For example, eat is ate in the past. Go is went in the past. And come is came in the past. There is no shortcut here. You need to memorize them. You have to open your books and dictionaries in order to memorize and study all the verbs in the past form. But don't worry, you will understand and learn very fast. Let's see some examples. I watched a movie yesterday. As you can see, we turned the verb into the past form, and also we can use an adverb of time at the end, like yesterday. Next example is she visited her grandmother last week. I studied math last night. I went to the museum last year. Now, let's look at the formulas for making positive, negative, and question forms. For affirmative sentences or positive sentences, we use subject plus past verb. It is completely similar to the simple present form, but the difference is just the verb. You have to change the form of the verb depending on the verb itself. For example, I studied. She visited the park. He watched TV this morning. Here, the rule for different subject is different from the simple present. Here, there is no difference between I, you, we, he, she, it, Ellie, they. We change them all with adding ed or the different rules that we have. But what about negative sentences? Here, we change the helping verbs. Let's look at some examples. Subject plus did not plus base verb. In simple present, we use do or does not. But here, we change do and does to did. Example, I did not play football last night. You don't need to change the helping verb and the main verb. Next example, she did not like the pizza. He did not watch TV last morning. You did not work in that office. For question form, which is really easy, we just need to add did at the beginning of the sentence. For example, did you play football? Did she like the pizza? Did he watch TV? Did you work in that office? Let's look at some more examples and practice forming sentences. I would give you a short story about myself. Yesterday, I woke up early. I ate breakfast. Then I went to the park. At the park, I met my friends and we talked for an hour. After that, I returned home and I watched a movie before going to bed. And that was my short story about my day. Notice how all the actions are in the past tense. Now it's your turn. Write a short story about what you did yesterday or last week. Use at least 3 past verbs. Great job! For your homework, write 5 sentences about what you did last week. Try to use both regular and irregular verbs. Here's an example to help you. Last Saturday, I played football with my friends. After that, I ate lunch at a restaurant. Fantastic job! Now you have finished the lesson about the simple past tense in English. Share your sentences in the comments and I'll check them for you. In the next lesson, we'll talk about adjectives and how to describe things in English. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next lesson. See you next time.